Israel-Palestine is not only a serious issue but also a complicated one in international relations. Today, let us know the issue from scratch in detail in this video. Before Israel-Palestine issue, we need to first understand the relation between three religions, that is Judaism, Christianity and Islam. It was in 1300 BC, Judaism originated in Jerusalem under leadership of Moses. It propagated monotheism, that is the worship of one God. These people were called as Jews, and they believed their God Messiah will come to earth as their protector. After few centuries, in 1st AD, Jesus was born to a Jewish tribe. People started believing that he was their Messiah who came to protect them. Some of the rich and wealthy Jews did not consider him as Messiah and were jealous of his popularity among people. So they complained about Jesus to Palestine governor. On the orders of governor, Jesus was hanged to death. Due to this incident, some sections of Christians started hating Jews even till today. In 622 AD, one more religion emerged through preachings of Prophet Muhammad, that is Islam. Islam started spreading to all Middle East nations rapidly. It also spread to Israel. Now the common similarity between the three religions is that monotheism, that is the worship of one God, and all these three religions treat Jerusalem as their holy city due to presence of sacred places of each religion in this city. By the end of 7th century, Israel is surrounded by Muslim nations. Slowly Palestinians entered into Israel and both the groups started living together. During medieval history times, due to many wars and internal conflicts, almost 60 to 70% Jews migrated to European nations. But Jews had to suffer wherever they migrated. Christians seen them with suspicion and hatred. Not only this, they also imposed restrictions on Jews by not allowing into their countries. Many Jews even got prosecuted. By the end of 19th century, Israel state no longer existed. It was renamed as Palestine, and it was under the control of Muslim rule under powerful Ottoman Empire of Turkey. Jews who were once majority now became minority in their own country. It was during World War I, Israelis got some hope by the promise made by Britain through Balfour Declaration of 1917. According to this declaration, Britain promised Israel a separate country if it supported Allied powers in World War I. World War I, which took place between 1914 to 1918 between Allied powers of Britain, France, Russia, United States, Italy, Japan on one side, and states like Austria, Germany, Ottoman Empire of Turkey on other side. Israelis in Palestine protested against Ottoman Empire and supported Allied powers. This war lasted for 4 years and Allied powers won it finally. After the war, a treaty took place, which is called as Treaty of Versailles. In this treaty, regions of Austria, Germany, Ottoman Empire of Turkey were shared between Allied powers. Due to this treaty, Britain got territories of some of the Middle Eastern countries, including Palestine. Britain was supposed to share land to Israel, but it was opposed by Muslims of Palestine and other Arab nations. Due to the pressure from all sides, Britain itself decided to rule Palestine from 1919. We already seen that some of the Christians hate Jews for killing Jesus, but it reached peak when Hitler came to power in Germany. From 1941 to 1945, he started prosecuting Jews. He almost killed 60 lakh people. This is called as the Holocaust. This is the most painful incident in world history and shown the cruelty of Hitler to the world. Moreover, some of the European nations also supported Hitler. This made majority Jews to leave Europe and finally decided to migrate to their own holy land of Jerusalem. But Muslims in Palestine feared that this would create scarcity of resources and employment issues to local Muslims. This led to internal conflicts between Israelis and Palestinians. Britain, which was ruling Palestine at that time, could not handle the pressure and took the issue to United Nations Organization in 1947. On May 14, 1948, United Nations General Assembly passed a resolution dividing area between Israel and Palestine and put capital Jerusalem under the control of United Nations. According to this plan, 40% of area was given to Muslims of Palestine and 60% of area was given to Jews of Israel. But Muslims opposed this plan due to two main reasons. Firstly, Palestinian Muslims got only 40% area, but their population is 13 lakhs at that time, whereas Israeli Jews got 60% area, but their population is just 6 lakhs. Secondly, Palestinians did not accept fragmented area. After this declaration, nations of Arab League, Egypt, Jordan, Syria, along with Palestine, waged the war against Israel. Israel won the war and occupied 90% of the total area during this war. Palestinian Muslims escaped to other neighboring Arab states. Now their population in Israel reduced to just 1.5 lakh. They were confined to Gaza Strip and West Bank areas. In 1964, Palestine Liberation Organization was formed to protect the interests of Palestinian Muslims. In 1967, one more conflict took place between Israel and Palestine. In this war, Israel was on one side and Palestine took help of Egypt and Syria. Even in this war, Israel wins and occupies Golan Heights of Syria, Sinai Peninsula of Egypt, Gaza, West Bank from Palestine. Israel also occupied the holy city of Jerusalem. This made Israel to put 100% of land under its control. In 1973, Israel-Arab conflict took place. This war is also called as Yom Kippur War. In this war, one more time, Egypt and Syria attacks Israel to get back their lost territories, but they fail again. In 1978, peace agreement took place between Egypt, Syria and Israel. Through this agreement, Israel returned Golan Heights to Syria, Sinai Peninsula to Egypt, in 1987, one more political party, Hamas, emerged in Palestine. It encouraged violence and its only aim is to occupy Israel. During this time, first serious uprising took place in Palestine, and Palestinian Muslims started demanding for a separate country. In 1993, Oslo Accords was signed between Israel and Palestine Liberation Organization. According to this agreement, Israel allowed West Bank and Gaza Strip for people of Palestine to live and allowed People Liberation Organization to rule Palestine, but it did not declare complete independence. Hamas party did not like this move of Palestine Liberation Organization. It accused Palestine Liberation Organization as a toy in the hands of Israel. Moreover, Hamas also used to attack Israel using rockets and indulged in violence. Slowly it gained popularity among Palestinians. This gave hopes to Palestinians and they elected Hamas party in 2005. But in 2006 it lost its popularity in West Bank and just confined to Gaza Strip. From then onwards, it tried to create violence in many occasions and tried to occupy Israel, but failed miserably in many occasions. After Benjamin Netanyahu became Prime Minister of Israel, he put iron hand on the activities of Hamas. He slowly started occupying regions of West Bank and Gaza Strip. Moreover, in the past, he also got huge support from United States under the leadership of Donald Trump. Trump openly said Holy City, Jerusalem and Golan Heights of Syria is part of Israel. He also mediated in establishing peaceful relations between Israel and few Arab nations through Abraham Accords, which was signed between Israel, UAE, Bahrain, Sudan, Morocco. On the other hand, Palestine is getting support from many Muslim nations across the world. Like this, centuries-old Israel-Palestine issue is still continuing even till today. Let us hope for a positive outcome of this issue where both sides get benefited. That's it for today. Hope you learned something new in this video. If you found it useful, press the like button For more updates, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.